Celebrate good times. Come on. Let's celebrate now. Celebrate good times. Come on. Let's celebrate now. It's good time for the. Probably getting demonetized right now for that. Woo! Come on. We're going to call out the Mac tools tonight. Hey, Shepherd's Fleet Service, what's up? Lakes Automotive Diagnostic, Havasu. Sergio, hey, Sergio, if you want a link, let me know. Send you. Lakes, if you want a link, I'll send you one too. Anybody? Peter Savensky, what's up? M. Lizer, what's up? We got DBC Racing, what's up, my brother? Tony Cortor, Jesse Duncan, Rockstar fan, Mark Olson, Bob S, Ed A to Z. What's up? Hey, hopefully you guys are doing all right in Ohio. Nobody's talking about that stupid chemical spill, but man, that's a bad deal out there, brother. Hope you guys are all right. Hey, celebrate good times. Come on. Let's celebrate now. Rob 2112 YYZ, what's up, my brother? Celebrate good times. Come on. Let's celebrate now. It's good times and the bad times too. All right, hold on a second. I gotta share. Quick share. Yes, sir. We're gonna celebrate good times. Come on. You celebrate now. It's the 30 people. Hold on here a second. Let's celebrate now. What the hell you mean invalid video type? What do you mean invalid? Do you mean unvalid? What do you mean? What's up? Where's everybody at? Mr. Nicey Williams. That gonna be a good one. What's up, Kevin? Kevin Lamar. What's up, my brother? How you doing, man? Long time no see. Hope you're doing good out there, still trucking, brother. Oh man, it's good to see you, Kevin. That's like you're like the true OG, man. I miss your videos. I miss seeing the Kevin Lamar hour long unboxings. You have to have a whole stash up again. Shopcat, what's up? Have you tried the Coke and Surfer Drive socket? Yes, I have. They are fantastic. Richard Snader, what's going on? I was gonna try to share some slides, but apparently this StreamYard crap ain't gonna work again. Celebrate good times. What's up? Everyday Fleet Tech, how you doing, brother? Good to see you, my man. Excuse me. Excuse me. Hey, just had a chemical spill by my house as well. Shut down everything. Not as bad, Ohio, but it's pretty dude. That is not good. That is not good, man. Nobody's even talking about that. You know it's weird how we talk about all the things going on in this world, but they're talking about animals dropping dead in Ohio right now. Next to this chemical spill. This is a serious. I mean, this is some nasty stuff, like very nasty stuff. And I know we're here to talk about tools. So, but man, I'm just my heart. I was like, my heart sunk in my chest when I seen all these fellers from or I seen that they're talking this whole town's being evacuated, and it's just like, man, what in the freak is going on here? So, yeah. But if you want to come on and hang out with CP tonight for an hour or so, I don't know how long we're going to be on. Once again, I am in a undisclosed location, so I'm not even sure I'm ever going to show my face live anymore on YouTube. It's all about tools, right? It's not about me. It's about tools. So that's all that matters. And I'm doing good. Yeah, the people in Ohio are told they can't drink the water. M. Lizer, that is absolutely terrible. What's up, John SoCar Builder? How you doing, brother? Richard Snyder? Yeah, train wreck. Yep. bad train wreck. Kevin Lamar. I'm back on long haul, so I have time to make videos and watch the live streams. Oh, hell yeah, brother. I'm trucking. Hey, everyday fleet tech, he says, cooking stuff is my bonita. I love it. Bonita. Richard Morrison. What's up, brother? How you doing, my man? Channel members in here. The channel members. We got the channel members. Rob 2112 YYZ. Lakes Automotive Diagnostics with the $5 $4.99. Holla. What's up, Lakes? My dude, right there, man. Thank you. Start kicking the stream off straight up with the $5 holla. I appreciate that, man. I really do, man. That $5 goes a lot farther than you think. Well, after YouTube takes their cut out of it, but trust me, there every little bit of sport it goes towards supporting other people as well as bringing you guys great content. I don't make a bunch of money off this. I spend way more than I make on trying to bring content and helping other people out. Not about the money. I don't care what other people tell you. If they're telling you, you should probably come and listen to the source because a lot of people like to talk. And speaking of talking, let's talk about some Mac tools, screwing the customers royally. Hey Murray, what's up? Larry Borgstrom, how's it going? The birthday dog himself. He just turned. Larry Borgstrom just turned 28 with 58 years of experience. So, thoughts on Snap Inch 14.4? Oh, I love it. It's the best ratchet on the Planner. Thoughts on Icon pliers? They're not bad. Can't beat them. For $20. But honestly, if I had to choose over Icon, I'd probably go with Channel Lock. For spending $20, you can get the money out. You can get a really good quality pair of pliers from Channel Lock for the same price you can Icon, and they're American made. So Channel Lock is very underrated and never talked about enough. So yeah. Yeah, that intro was saucy. Thank you, Dwayne V. I like it when it's saucy. You know what I'm saying? I like being a little saucy. Saucy. I like to bring the sauce. The sauce. You got to bring the sauce into this. Let's see here. We got 63 people watching. Oh, come on now. New support. Managing moderators can support your channel in even more ways. Introducing managing moderators. These users have the same standard moderators, but can block words, change chat mode. Oh wow. I did not know that. So we can up the moderator statuses. Let's see here. Remove a standard moderator. What can we do here? I'm looking here and just seeing. Sorry, fellas. I'm looking at this real quick. Got this. Richard Morrison. Come on. Why is the CC? Okay. All right. All right. All right. So yeah, we're gonna up some of the moderators in here. Larry Borgstrom. I'm gonna remove you as a standard moderator and then add you as a moderator, but you're a managing moderator. You've got extra lettuce. You got extra level status now, Larry. Let's see here. Trying to work on some of this stuff. Celebrate. Sorry, guys. I know it's. I apologize. Getting a little bit. I don't always get on here and see all this stuff that's getting updated until I get here. OG Scuba Stave, what's up? Like I said, if anybody wants a link, let me know. I will hook you up. Let's see. I will hook you up Look at that. This is going to be awesome. So we have 2 levels of moderators now. 71 people in the chat. This is exciting stuff. I didn't even know I was going to get into that. CC, spokesman and co-founder. I don't know why your deal got blocked, but we got you fixed up. Okay. EFT, the 1/4 inch, the brushless snap-on ratchet is great, but the 1/4 seems almost identical to the older one. As far as speed wise, is that what you're talking about? I don't know what that even means. Hit that like button, Tony Cortier says. I do appreciate that. Do you have a 25-inch? Yes, I do. I have 3 of them and I absolutely love them. What's up, Scuba Steve? Scuba Steve got plenty of channel lock pliers. I liked them when the Mac tools carried out the mainline pliers before. Hell yeah. Did you guys hear what the and all the others? So there's a price list for the RBRT wrenches that I just got word on. So the 8 to 19 set is $300. I had almost 12 years work straight. Absolutely. Think about selling my Mac, prefer the Snap-on box, and it doesn't need to move around as much. Hell yeah, dude. Why not? What's up, Henry 3R? What's up? Woo! Howdy, y'all. Howdy, y'all. CP, what's your favorite hub and wheelbarrow bearing, wheelbarrow puller installer? What's your favorite hub? The hub grappler is nice, but Astro, I use a plethora. I have it depends on what kind of hubs you're working on. Astro works good for your bearings, for your hub bearings, and then for your actual hub assembly. I use the Lyle one. The hub grappler would be nice if I could afford that. That's a little more expensive, but right now I only have the Lyle. And then to have the the bar that you beat on. What's that thing called? I don't know. It's where you hook it up to the lug nuts and beat on it. So yeah, that's the deal. Just got done with out of a 14-hour workday. Sheesh. Whoa. Are the Matco and gear wrench ratchets? No, they are not the same thing. No, Matcos are USA made. Hey CP, just bought the Icon 5-piece double flex ratcheting wrench. Have you tried them? Mine are 17, 13, and 15s. Backdrag is decent. There's the rest of those stiffer. They're pretty much the same as all the mountain ones. So yeah, they're good. They're good wrenches. The new 1/4 inch brushless ratchet has the same torque and speed as the old one, just brushless and heavier. I do like the ring light. So yeah, there you go. The hub shocker. Dwayne, anyone else see the video this week where the guy brought back the 1975 CB750? No, dude. Where this guy brought back a 1970. Dude, I love CB750s. Dwayne B, you'll have to send that to me. Hub shocker. That's what you mean. Robert Runny, hub shocker. Woo! What's up, Doc Holiday? We are jamming, hamming, and jamming. Okay, guys. So, I've been on a kick today, and I'm just absolutely smitten with the fact that Mac RBRT, the ring light's only on the 3/8. Oh, well, that's pretty much garbage. Well, then I guess I would never buy the brushless one then, if that's the case. Maybe a little bit more power. Quite frankly, I'm looking forward to buying the Matco. I use the Matco flathead a lot more than I do my 1/4 inch snap-on long neck a lot of times. My long neck I only use for extended periods of stuff, but I almost ended the broadcast. I had some stuff in there. How are the Texan sockets? They're great. I think we have ourselves a what's happening, fellas? Yes, hit that like button, Larry Borgstrom. Yes, what's happening? Same old shit, different day. There's not a chance in hell I will be going to anything Milwaukee as far as ratchet wise, as long as they have that stupid panel that stupid paddle switch, and I don't know. I guess maybe their head switch has been, but I'd rather literally fart in my own hand and sniff it. Then I'd rather ship my own hand and wipe. I'd rather wipe my ass with my bare hand than own a Milwaukee ratchet. That's just my 2 cents worth. I do not like the M12 ratchets at all. I don't like how they feel. I don't like how they. The speed would be nice, but I'll be honest with you, I don't really. I'm out. I'm out on the Milwaukee. There ain't nobody ratchet except for the Matco and the Snap-on are the only two that I will use. And I absolutely love those two. In fact, the Milwaukee is behind even the new DeWalt that's coming out. So if it comes to me, Milwaukee is in fourth or fifth place as far as ratchets. Hell, there's probably I'd probably use the Makita before I'd use the Milwaukee. That's how I really feel. No bullshitting for me. I mean, nobody pays me anything to say. Obviously, Matco, Snap-on, Mac, and Cornwell don't pay me anything to say anything, despite what anybody says. I'm not biased to any of them, but I will tell you exactly what I feel about it. As far as the Mac RBRT wrenches, this is the biggest hoax that I've ever seen on the internet these days. So, Quinn Ratchet, kind of weird. QD. So why would you care about Mac Tools price? The more expensive, then the better for you. How would that be better for me? I mean, is this a serious statement? What does that actually mean? Can you elaborate, please? Besides just saying something stupid. I mean, literally, I don't really even care. If you're gonna have a coherent conversation, I want to know what kind of I want to know what that means. But I'm not upset with you. I just want to know. I don't want to understand. Why do I care about what max price is? Well, just like this says here, Capri Wave Drive. Capri Wave Drive made in Taiwan. It is a very good wrench, and it's $150 for a set. Not only that, you can buy the stubbies. They have the stubbies available. They also have the SAE available. And you can buy the entire set of stubbies, metric and SAE, and standard and SAE, and the long pattern for as much as you can buy the Mac wrenches for. That is a fact, Jack. That's why Mac Tools can literally suck my baby carrot when it comes to that. The RBRT line is an absolute joke outside of their Torx and their Hex. I've been super unimpressed with everything that they've had outside of, and their prices are absolutely gouging people, and they have too much overhead and too many people, like Mr. Dan Lyer. I think that's his name, Dan Lyer, who just pushes a sales pitch that I cannot stand. The snake oil salesman. It's just absolutely, listen to that guy talk makes me want to put a hot butter knife in my ear and swirl it around, scramble my brain. Yeah, it's just absolute garbage. I can't believe I can't even believe Mac lets him continue doing his thing, but he's also aligned himself into the RBRT line. That guy is a piece of garbage. He looks down on people. He doesn't even believe in the technicians. All he cares about is the bottom line. I've met him personally, and the guy is a piece of trash. He's not out for blue collar people. He's a white collar douchebag, and that is 100% the truth. So why would I support a white collar douchebag like Dan Lyer? Absolutely not. Anybody that supports Dan Lyer, he's a white collar pile of garbage. He is not for the blue collar guy. I'll tell you what, most tool truck guys I know are friends with blue collar guys, and they support the technicians. Dan is all about the money, and he is a hobnobbing white collar piece of trash. And I've said that multiple times, and I'm not scared. So yeah, I'm on record right now. This ain't getting taken down. Got to get that off my chest. And yeah, I might sound a little salty, but the truth of the matter is, I'm out to save people money. The whole thing that I do on my channel is not to be biased and literally tell you, hey, you should buy it from this company because I like the majority of their products. You know, like the thing about it is my goal is to save the technicians money. I don't care what the company makes. I don't care what the salesman makes. At the end of the day, the blue collar guys are the one that get the short end of the stick always. And people need to stop sticking up for companies like they're paying you. Okay, unless a company is going to actually take care of the technicians, like somebody like Lyle, for instance, who actually listens to every technician and doesn't look at you if you have dirt under your fingernails like some kind of scumbag. Whereas these other companies like Mac, Snap-on, all those guys, that's what they do. They don't really care about the people that they're selling to. So, yeah, I'm gonna literally, I'm gonna slam them all the way. I'll prove them wrong all day long. I got no problems with it. Anyways, sorry, I went on a huge rant there. Huge rant. Harbor Freight's kicking Mac with the icon. Anyways, why need RBRT wrenches when vice grips? That's not no joke. Usually when your compromised fastener gets that bad, that's the thing about it is you can show a brand new rounded bolt with the corners taken off of it. How about you show an actual rusted fastener that's been rounded or compromised, and then we'll talk about. And for second of all, if you can break off if you break off a bolt, that's not the goal to get a broken fastener out. The goal is to get it out without having to cut it out, drill it out, extract it out. And, you know, if it grips too well or it causes more problems than what it actually is supposed to do help, yeah, you know. Harbor Freight is never in a million years going to be as good as Mac. Now, I don't believe so. Stanley Black & Decker is going to keep beating the brakes off of Harbor Freight. There's no doubt about it. Who needs vice grips when you have a Sawzall? There you go. Who needs a Sawzall when you have a torch? That's another way to deal with. That's another way to deal with it. Absolutely. I don't understand why Milwaukee still uses the paddle, but the speed is addictive. 100% correct on that. I'm not going to lie to you. The speed is absolutely one of the biggest things about a ratchet. In fact, the torque doesn't matter. We've all known this. All of us mechanics, the more or less the speed. SB Air Tools builds the fastest ratchet out there, 750 RPMs, guys. And that thing is an amazing ratchet, and it's literally small. And honestly, if you just could break the fasteners loose, for taking out like 10mm bolts, it's an absolute hammer. What's up, Corey? How you doing? The RBRT wrenches for a 6 to 19 set are $300 US and $397 Canadian just for that set, which is basically what you can buy a full set of Capri and metric and standard for. Actually, a Capri metric and standard is $250. You can actually buy the Capri metric standard and a full set of stubby wrenches for the same price as the RBRT wrench. So you can buy 3 sets of wrenches for the same price as you can buy 1 set of measly RBRTs, which are made in Taiwan. And keep in mind, when I first bought my full set of Mac RBRTs from 6 to 32mm, I paid $350 for the entire set. So explain to me why all of a sudden, because I know supply and demand, but the thing about it is if you gouge your customers because of supply and demand, which Mac is 100% doing, then why should you continue to buy that product? Stop being foolish and spending your money with somebody, because it is a good product, and I'm sure the RBRT wrenches are a good product, but they're killing you on the price, and the Capris are absolutely as good a product as the Mac RBRTs. I have no doubt in my mind. There will be a video coming out, and I have all sorts of stuff going on in the works. I have so much crap in the works, guys, that between trying to make money and keep myself going every day and trying to keep up with emails and doing this as a one-man show, I really I'm literally I need a secretary without a doubt. And I'm not making any money at this. I do this. There's so much pro bono stuff that I do. I don't care what anybody says. There's so much time I waste on doing stuff with talking with people and helping people out, answer questions. And it's not wasted time. I enjoy doing it. I try to answer everybody's question as much as possible. So I'm glad I did not jump on the RBRT. The Hex and the Torx are absolutely fantastic. The whole 80% rounded trick is pretty played out. Bolts usually don't round off exactly. You are not joking me one bit. Buy Harbor Freight, support a billion California Democrat and cheap Chinese products. Yes. What's up, Quick Wrench Tool Junkie? Just bought the creep. We will see. Hey, let me know, buddy. I picked up the stubby wave drives, and they are well made and work well. Absolutely. I have the RBRT hex sets, and they're nice. Absolutely. That's a fact, Jack. Major tool brands, less attractive by the day, something occasionally. Kevin Lamar, you are 100% correct, buddy. That just goes to show you how he feels and how he treats people who are real. If you are an honest person and a company ignores you, much as myself or Justin Sturgill or any of these guys who tell the truth and don't give a flying crap, and that's what you got to do in order for them to do stuff with you, they are trash. And 100%, you are not joking, Kevin. You are a smart man, and you caught right on to that. Anybody that has to sugarcoat things all the time and can't be honest about showing about the tool reviews, that is 100% why, because Mac Tools is all about all show and no go. And Dan Lyer is exactly that type of person. That's what, and Mr. Subaru is right on board with him too. Anybody else who's getting promoted by Mac RBRT is because they are sucking on the pole of the RBRT guys. And you don't believe me? Why don't you start asking them the hard questions and see if they answer? You know, like what about the prices and where they're made and all that stuff. When those people start avoiding those hard questions, that means they've got something to hide. Well, you will have that. Yeah. Sorry. Snap-on's customer service is really the tool truck owners. Absolutely. You're 100% right, Mark Olson. All the tool trucks for that, in fact, of the matter. Matco, Mac, and a lot of the Mac dealers contacted me, and they said the same damn thing. How snaky Dan is, and how he just basically ignores any type of issues and pretends that his product is the best. I mean, deny, guys. How much of this crap as technicians do we have to continue to take from all these companies when they, oh, well, our product's the best? No, it's not. Any company that wants to walk around and act like their shit's the best and it don't stink, well, guess what? I've got a good nose for it. I'll get right up in there and I'll tell you how bad it stinks. I'll tell you what you ate. I'll tell you that you've been eating too many hot dogs. So, so much of Mac stuff imported nowadays. Sad. Joe Shear, no. Whatever, dude. I don't care. I'm not into politics of if you whether you believe it or not. Take that shit and get on out of here if you don't like it. I had the same thought, CP. What Russ? Yes, exactly. Exactly, M. Lizer. Most all Max power tools are rebranded DeWalt, halfway the price, just screw the tech. Yeah, and don't get me wrong, there's deals that do come up with them, and I've bought in Mac tool stuff, and I like I said before, I don't justify that stuff based on I justify that stuff based on the price I spend on. So that's all there is to it. All it comes down to at the end of the day is how good is the person going to take care of you. 100 people in the chat, 42 likes. Come on now. Come on. Celebrate good times. Let's see here. Celebrate good times. Come on. What's Mac? And there's nothing wrong with rebranding. Robert, let me put this out there. There's nothing wrong with rebranding, okay? Like the Mac RBRT wrenches, if the price was more honest, let's say the wrenches were $200. They're only $50 higher than the Capri. That would be more fair to me. But the fact that they're charging another 100 tells me that they have too much overhead in them. That they have to pay the company, they got to pay RBRT, we got to pay Dan the RBRT man to do his spiel and fly him around the country. And how much when you got that yourself in that deep, that means that tells me exactly what's going on. You're gouging people. I noticed a Snap-on 10 to 19 rich is almost $500 now. Exactly. Exactly, dude. That's why I said 3 years ago, I said this, and people said, oh, CP is just blowing money on YouTube, buying tools. I said, okay. And you know, in 2022, I did not buy as much tools. In 2023, probably going to be the same thing. Only the great deals that I see is because I seen the inflation coming. Until the inflation goes down, I'm out. What's up, Ben Farms? Jumped in a couple weeks, torqued that like button. Hell yeah. What do we got? What do we got for likes in here now? Somebody give me a like update. We got 100 people in here. We ain't got 100 likes. There's something wrong. Telling you that right now. Telling you that right now, boys. Only 48 likes is all I see. Is that what you guys are seeing? Like, what the French toast? Come on. Like I said, anybody wants to join in, let me see if I got any messages. Shoot me a message. Shoot me a message if you want to join in on the chat for the quick one. We're hot to trot tonight, without a doubt. We're hot to trot, and we still got to squat. Let me see if I got any emails. Yep, do. Sergio. Oh, yeah. All hail to the RB2. Hell yeah. Hold on a second here. Let me get this all surrounded up here. We got a really good guest coming on here. A really good guest here. Celebrate good times. Come on. Celebrate now with the good times. We got a package delivery. Sorry, guys. I had to send out a link here. Woo! OBD Breezy, what's up, buddy? How you doing? O Breezy NB. Yeah. Like I said, guys, I'm here for you guys. You know, I try to be as non-biased as possible. That's all there is to it. I have a few affiliate links that make me a little bit of money. I have no merch. I have no Patreon. I do have a deal here. Didn't Dan the Liar pretty much go on the tool channel? Yeah, absolutely. He came on mine too. And after I met him, I realized the guy was a snake, and that's why he's never been back. He left out, and he left a sour taste in my mouth when he left. The way his attitude was, the way he treated me, the way he acted, just told me that he was a schlub. He looked down on me because he came into my home garage to do a video and didn't like how everything was, or didn't like where he was at, didn't like the lighting, didn't look pretty enough for him. Whatever, you know how many guys work out of their garage every weekend? They're customers, and that wasn't good enough for them. Get out of my face. The broken bolt extractors from RBRT are decent, but have the sockets and wrenches too. Yeah, exactly. Everything. I don't even consider him a Mack truck anymore. There you go. I always thought the Mack RBRT hex set that's 550 is way too extreme. Yeah, you're not wrong. It is. Hey, CP, everyone. How you doing, Chris? Jeremy, there's all sorts. So first of all, look at how many extractor stuff are out there. Flank bite, gear wrench, get gear wrench bolt biters, wave drive pros. I mean, how many different designs do you have to see? The RBRT is not like the only design that's ever been done. That's the thing about it is RBRT sold it as the most revolutionary design. And the only thing that they did revolutionary was Torx and Hex. Everything else has been copied. They're just redoing how they did it to everything else. Overblown, got to push it hard to move it. Yep, exactly. 50 likes. Picked up several new Snap-on ratchets from Marketplace, converted to quarter, 3/8. Great ratchets for conversions, absolutely. I hate it when a company advertises retail price super high, never sells a tool at that price, but professionally on sale. Yep. 58. We can do better. You damn straight. CP, I love your content, bro. Tell like it is, no other. Yes. I'm trying to be respectful to people, guys. I love Mac Tools. I loved when I was a dealer there. I love my fellow distributors, and I love my mechanics. I love my friends. I love the blue collar people. What I do not love is when corporations push greed over actual taking care of the customer. And that's exactly what we got here. Mac RBRT is a greedy, it turned into something that was a good thing. And when they were humble and small, and then when they started making sales, they turned into an absolute monster. And they're monsters. The Capri wrenches are the way to go when it comes to exactly. I agree 100% too. So 3/8 ratchet, 1/4 inch factor, Chris. Yeah. There you go. I have had Mako Easy Out's made in the USA warranty and replacements come in the Mako package, not Ford's. Almost all vendors doing this. Absolutely. Yeah. The patent. It's really not a patent, guys. What people keep failing to understand is we talked about this the other night, me and Sergio. And it was these patents they have to make patents in different countries as far as worldwide. So, like they don't really have a patent on these. It's actually, if China wanted to repop them, they would. But the problem is they don't see anybody about it. What's up, Thomas Pierna? So use once, warranty, Ryan. Yeah. Let me get another one. Gotcha, Dave. Gotcha. Yep, got a call at work. Sorry, guys. Oh, buddy. Hey, Doc Holiday. What's the biggest budget double and long backs wrench since? I don't see Mountain selling them. So the Mac is actually coming out with some if they're decent priced. But Icons, I heard are good. They're all about the same price. And when they're all about the same price, it's all about who you want to go to get them from. I bought my Koken off my Mac guy. There you go. RBRT is damn expensive. Torx and Hex. I know the rest is copying. Oh, yeah. There you go. You're right. Absolutely. 75 likes. Good. I had to U-Haul call tonight for a loose oil filter. I took it personal how Mac treated Justin after having him at the trade show. Then they say Justin cusses too much to promote their tools. He knew about Justin with exactly. Kevin, you are 100% right. It doesn't matter. He had a loyal following. And you know what, dude? Everybody isn't about the posh life. You think we're mechanics? You think the whole blue collar trade is all about people who don't cuss? Like, what do they think we are all? Church group goers all the time? I mean, if you want to play that hidden life and pretend like nothing's, that's what I'm saying, Kevin. You are absolutely 100% spot on. I heard SK is still going to be kept in the USA. Well, I sure hope so. Who'd you hear that from, Shepard? Yeah, oh yeah. Mac is naming everything RBRT. Yeah. CP, I was on the live show from an extended period. I asked permissions from Nick Sr. So I personally gave you my personal thanks. And hey, thank you, Thomas. Appreciate you, brother. I didn't even realize that Nick was on live here this afternoon. I was busy doing stuff, but where's all the guys I sent links out to? All hail the RBRT. All hail, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to take this time to present ourselves to the RBRT gods. RBRT is every time this shit comes up, this RBRT comes up, I get so sick of it. They pushed it way too hard. They market it. They picked the wrong guy to market it. I can tell you that much. When you're an arrogant, stuck up worthless tool bag like Dan, uh, you definitely they picked the wrong guy. They let the wrong guy get involved with that. That dude is nothing but greedy and spineless and a snake. Hold on a second here. I got a phone call. Oh, never mind. I was just kidding. I had to fart. I just didn't want you guys to hear it. Hey, CP. I've been considering the Milwaukee pack out because I want to go mobile and independent. I'm not really a Milwaukee guy, but that doesn't matter. Any thoughts on mobile tool storage? Personally, the Milwaukee pack out is an awesome setup. I don't see anything wrong with it. I went with the DeWalt stuff because I wanted to try the T stack and I also honestly think that there's so many options out there now that you just got to find what works for you. I don't really have any opinions about it because I don't use a bunch of it. So I'd be lying to you if I told you one was better than the other. That's just my feelings on it. I honestly think Milwaukee's got a nice setup and a lot of people use them and they definitely have a lot of options out there. So pretty hard to deny that. But that's what I would look for is whoever's got the most options and best fitting for you. SK factory kept in USA. This money goes to China. That is a downside, but at least we'd have American workers. So, and if the SK quality stays, that's all right. I hope the quality of SK stays the same. Here's the other thing. Here's the upside to that, Mark Olson. What's that any different than an American company like Stanley Black and Decker, who's getting profits from people that are working overseas selling tools in America? I guess it's kind of a yin versus yang there. Seriously, when are the new Craftsman USA socket sets hitting the shelves? Robert, no joke. Craftsman needs to get in with it. I stopped watching his channel a while ago. There's other companies other than Milwaukee that make mobile storage cheap. I don't know about the quality, but I can't afford all the Milwaukee stuff. I agree with that. 123 Dumb Master. What's up, brother? How you doing? I haven't seen much on it. I must not be getting your videos in here this week. Flex and pack out is good also. Okay, there you go. Yeah, you probably other guys in here. I bought the Snap-on ball joint press today, $7.15 on sale. Ouch. Hey, but Tony, I'll tell you what, it'll be the last ball joint press you ever need, and every time you have to use it, you'll be glad you had it. So do you have issues with the RBR technology or Dan? I have a few of the RBRs. Their extractor's okay, but the Torx hex are amazing. Johnny, so no, I don't have a problem with the technology. I do have a problem with Dan. He's a pile of garbage. And the extractors are okay. And like you said, the Torx and the hex are amazing. So do I have a problem with the RBRT technology? Yes and no. Yes, I have a problem with the wrench technology, the ball hex, the stuff that doesn't work. And Dan is a pile of garbage, white collar, stuck up douchebag. And the hex and Torx are amazing, just like you said. So I think I pretty much agree with everything you said there, minus letting you know about that. Does that make any sense? Hopefully that's understand. Listen, Dan's the type of guy that if you walked in with dirt on your clothes and you looked all beat up and maybe you're kind of looking goofy, not like maybe you don't have a beard, maybe you look like you're homeless or something like that. Dan's the type of guy that would shun his nose at you. He's a pile of garbage, without a doubt. That guy is the biggest, and a lot of these guys that are big YouTubers and whatnot, that's how they treat people. And quite frankly, I look at it as if you're not willing to be friends with technicians and be good to good people, then you are definitely a snake on doing snake oil salesman shit. Let's see here. That JD Tico crew and stuff will all agree. Terrific person. Your review of tools and darn near gospel. Hey, thank you, Thomas. You're a great guy, man. You're awesome. I really do appreciate you every time. You definitely say some of the nicest stuff on YouTube, and you are a good person. That's all there is to it. That's exactly what I'm saying, though. Thomas doesn't know me from a hole in the wall. Thomas has always been kind and been a nice person. And, I don't care what he looks like. If I met him and he was a short guy, I don't care if I met him and he was a fat guy like me. I wouldn't judge him any other way because I judge him by how he acts. And that's all that matters to me. I judge a man by his character, how nice he is. And you know what? I'll tell you what, being fat, being a guy that's been overweight has taught me one thing in life is that I don't have any judgment towards people as far as what, if you've got a disability or any type of thing like that. I don't look at you for that. I look at what's in your heart and how you act and how you treat people. And that's 100% my attitude. And anybody that's a big person knows that. You know why? Because we get treated like shit all the time. So I'm really keen to people that treat people like shit because I can see how they look at you and they stare at you and they act towards you. And I understand that. And I catch on to that. I'm really perceptive onto that right away. People are just dirtbags out there in the world nowadays. And you don't think the world don't discriminate against people who look like they're a little rough or had a bad day, or maybe they drive a car that's rusty, or all these people that are judgmental pricks of the world. I can't stand these people. That's why this world is in the place it is. We need to humble up. People need to humble up. So I'm still a little mad about the Home Depot gave Estwing the boot. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Finally, you know what? It's great when you say Estwing, or you said that Estwing. Notice how I didn't say East Wing. It's called Estwing. I will say that's an American name, and that's one thing that does drive me. That's like one of my pet peeves there. And it sucks that he thought that towards you. Yep, absolutely, Johnny. Abso-freaking-lutely. Dude, yeah, it's ridiculous. Hey, Joe Foster. Yep. Just look at how little views the RBR channel. Yes, the tool community has had enough of Dan. I agree 100%. It speaks volumes of your character. When nobody wants to watch you, people can just tell that they make your skin crawl and that you don't have. I'm not the most popular guy in the world. I've been doing this 3 years now, and other channels have grown above me. There's no doubt about it. What I represent is the blue collar man, 100%. I have a limited audience. I'm not getting everybody in the audience that I want because I have opinions that are unpopular and people don't follow me because of that. Hey, if I can tell you any more how I feel, Mark, I will. Dan's a shitbag. That's all you need to know. Dan, the RBRT man. I'm waiting a local Mac dealer to go out of biz. Mac dealer to go out of biz, and I can scoop up. Yeah, there you go. That's how you do it. Yes. Yes, he is a former Mac Tools driver, and he wanted to get out of it. So he couldn't cut it as a Mac Tools dealer. So that was his way out, was getting hooked up with RBRT. Well, CP, I ride with you, then screw him. Yeah. Yeah, Dan has his own channel. We're not promoting that here. I could see the snake eyes on his tutorial. Yes. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. I hope you're having a good week. I haven't said anything for a long time. Keep this in mind, guys. And quite frankly, I could give a shit less. I'll shake hands with the man. I'll shake hands with the guy, but I will tell him how I feel because he snubbed me. Not only that, the bastard stole my tools and never called me back. So that's another reason why you can tell he's a piece of shit. The dude ran off with one of my extractors, and I left me with number 3 extractors. And I said, "Hey, man," and he said, "Oh, I'll send you one," and he never did. He's a lying pile of garbage. Estwing at Menards. Yeah, maybe he thinks he's taking advantage of people. I think, yeah, absolutely. How you doing? I guess yes. That's why I can't work for dealers anymore. I'm overweight, long hair, always get scraggly beard, but I can work on cars with the heart. 4 dealers rejected me for my look, regardless of my work. That hurt. Yeah, there you go, dude. That's exactly it. You don't want to give people a chance, an opportunity, because you want to judge them. Everybody deserves a second chance, man. Everybody deserves a second chance. Everybody deserves an opportunity, no matter what. Everybody deserves. You can try to help somebody out if they're not deal. Yeah. I jar that I have a mental disability and have had a rough go in life. My peers, but I can fix someone's damn cars. That's Rockstar fan. You know what, dude? Everybody has something inside of them that's special. And I'm not trying to get all like, after school special here, but I'll tell you what, like Joshua Brandenburg, for instance, good old Josh. That kid smiles. He's got disabilities, but dude, that mother trucker will make you laugh. And he's got such a good heart in him. And I can see that in that person. Okay. Everybody's got something. Chef Shade Tree, another good fella. I know he's going through a rough time and I haven't heard from him, but Chef Shade Tree, the guy's got some different ideals and whatnot, but I can tell you, he's a friend indeed when a friend in need. So, and that's just it, guys. I see the good in people. And you know what? And the biggest problem is I see the good in people so much sometimes that I miss out on seeing the bad. I look for so much good in people that I miss out on seeing the bad. I don't ever want to see the bad in people. I only want to see the good in people. I don't care about seeing the bad in people. I want to see the good in people. If you're a good person, I see that right away. So that's all there is to it. That's where I come from. So oh no, you're good, Shepard. No, you're good. You're good, buddy. Hey, don't even worry about it, man. Stole my tools, man. That's crap. Yeah, absolutely, he sure did. And now I paid for him. He gave me a set of sockets, but I paid for the ones that he took. What's up, Bubba Ayers? Yes, there's a video. 123 Don Master. He came, met me and Bearded CB. And here's the thing is, I'll tell you this much. Bearded CB was wearing a kilt. Okay. And I've never judged. Bearded CB is a great guy. Okay. Bearded CB doesn't like me anymore. That's fine. But that's because he's hanging out with the wrong crowd. He doesn't understand. But the thing about it is Bearded CB is wearing a kilt. And I could see where some people would look at that as being different or awkward. But I actually thought it was cool, because I don't give a shit. Whatever you wear, I wear bib overalls. Wear bib overalls into church, wherever, Uh, once again, I was brought up here in Iowa where you don't judge a man on his looks. But I could just tell that Dan thought it was awkward that Bearded CB was wearing a kilt, and that just made him feel uncomfortable. So I was like, you know what? This guy, I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. And I could tell he didn't like the fact that I was fat, Bearded CB. So we look like misfits. I'm a big dude. Bearded CB had a kilt. And Dan just acted like, man, I'm in the wrong place. So yeah, he's a douchebag. Service truck figured out going up, hurting our company. I don't know what that means. Yes, I'm still in a secret location. Yeah, Gentry's and Sons Trucking is awesome. What's up, Shannon Dickerson? Yes, Josh has a great heart. He is a good dude. He did an RBRT Beno, yep, at CP's house. Louis Despeno, that load of BS. Like shop owners, like, oh, I'm sorry, our tech didn't effed up your car. Oh, but damn, he don't look great in coveralls. Jesus, sorry to hear that. Yes, exactly. Exactly, Shopcat. What's up, Midnight Road Garage? How you doing, brother? I was just watching a video of yours the other day. I don't know if I left a comment or not. I had a playlist going up. You're kicking ass, brother. What are you up to, like 4,000 or 5,000 subscribers now? Damn, guys, it's been an hour already. We're rocking. 122 people in here. We should have 120 likes now, don't we? Come on. Come on. 4,000. Congrats on the 4,000 Midnight Road Garage. Love you, man. You are awesome. I'll tell you what, you're another guy that's an example of keep on hammering. Keep on hammering. Diesel Boss, what's up, brother? I'm gonna hit the hay and London long day. Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate it, Steve. You have a good night. Let's hit that. Let's get that 100 likes. Buy a brand new car with cash in the pocket. Absolutely, dude. I learned that when I was a tool guy. That was one of the things is I underestimated a guy, and he walked up to me one day and handed me $5,000 cash and says, "I want that toolbox." You know what? You know what? You know what other tool guys didn't do? They didn't believe he had the money, and they judged him like that. And that taught me a good lesson in life for the rest of my life. And I was at 24 years old, which I was never really that bad about doing that anyways. I was always nice to everybody. That taught me a really good lesson. Everyone, no, don't do that. Don't do the cancel culture shit. You know, don't do the cancel culture shit. I'm out on that. 86 likes. 86 likes. 92 now. We got 92. We need 93 and a 94. We're just kicking butt tonight. Let's see here. We got a Mac dealer that sent me a message. It's 950, 95. Sorry, guys. 119 watching. We need CP auctioneer. 97 now. What do you give me? 97, 99, 99, 99, 99. Come on now, fellas. Let's get them up there now. Kick them in the balls. Let's get them up now. Come on, 117 now, 120. I wish I had 1K subscribers. Hey, you got to keep working hard, Chris. That's all there is to it. You got to keep working hard. Keep working. Don't wish, make it happen. Don't ask, make it happen. That's how it works, man. I wish I had 20,000. I wish I had 100,000. 90, 94, 6 away from 100. Want to throw this out there. Just hit 10K views on my toolbox tour. Thanks everyone who's checked it out. Hell yeah, OG Scuba Steve. Thank you, brother. Hit that like button. Had the same conversation with my Matco guy about my Snap-on OK dealer. There you go. What up, Dave?
What's up? Can you hear me?
95. Yep, I can hear you. We need an auction here selling likes. Yeah. Can I get another like now? Can I get 119 likes? I bet we can't get 119 likes. I guarantee it. 98 now. I'm going to get out 98, 99. Give me 99. 101, 101, 101. Oh, we got 101. Love your channel. Man, you're my favorite kind of people reaching out from Northern Indiana, dude. That's awesome, Wes Steiner. I love it, man. I love being people's favorite kind of people. That's all there is to it. That's all I give a shit about. You know, I'd love to sell merch and make a little bit more money, be able to do it. I don't have the time for it, but I appreciate the support. You know, as long as you guys hit those like buttons and keep viewing my videos, we'll keep doing bigger things, better things, and getting on to the, keep growing this thing up to where maybe someday I can actually provide back to people and help them out more way than I can now. You know what I mean? So, Dave, tell us about your day.
My day?
Yes, sir. Tell us about your day.
Very stressful. Everybody I worked with was screwing up everything. I shouldn't say they were screwing up. Just everything was going to shit.
That's not good on a Friday. That's supposed to happen on a Monday.
Like one of my guys, all he did was a front pads and rotors on a Traverse. Pushed the pistons in, put new pads, new rotors on the car, cleaned everything up, lubed everything up. No brake pedal on this car. Nothing comes out of any corner either. No gravity bleed, nothing.
Oh, so proportioning valve stock or just collapsed line?
Yeah, I got to dig into it tomorrow. It's too late tonight, so
I'll look at it tomorrow. I hate those situations because those are miserable. It could be ABS. Like I've been down those roads too, especially here in the Rust Belt. They get shit in the line sometimes. I had one where I had to replace the lines just because the lines were like corroding from the inside out, which was really strange. But they put the wrong brake fluid in it. It was on a BMW. Hey CP, it's like you said, you shouldn't tell me the price because I'm not going to buy the tools you recommend. They don't say that anymore. Absolutely. 150,000%. I'm done buying tools. Why? I got to save money. Desert's coming. What's that? Desert's coming. What's that mean? Desert's coming. Is that a typo? Hey CP, I got 2 birthday wishes today. To warranty change a pinion seal on a bus, check. And for all CP's buds to check out my latest short after this, 1928 or 1929 AB Jardine pipe wrench. Sounds good, Shopcat. I will definitely run over there to your channel and check that out. Without a doubt. I want an official set of bibs. I would love, I've tried to talk to the bib company and they don't answer me back. Ron Fitzy, thank you, buddy. Definitely CP is good people. I try to be a good people. I don't know if I am or not. Whatever. Everyone is trying to fight at our shop. 3 close calls with one customer. No gravity bleed, Dave, huh?
No, it wouldn't bleed at all.
That's no good.
Something's not right.
One reason you don't push the piston in without opening the line bleeder. There you go.
That's true. I asked him if he did it, and he's like, no.
Yeah, he could be lying
too.
He
said that he also told me when he was trying to push the pistons in, he said they went in to a point that he had a really, really hard time getting them to go in the rest of the way. Like restricted.
Yeah.
So I don't know what he caused.
So I didn't realize that's what Shopcat was saying. I'm an idiot, Shopcat. I got 2 birthday wishes today. Okay, so it's your birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Shopcat Industries. Happy birthday to you. Now you got 3 birthday wishes. I sung happy birthday. Larry Borgstrom and Shopcat have birthdays very close to each other. I apologize. I was ignorant. I was reading that, and my brain doesn't comprehend what was going on there. So I apologize. Scored piston?
He said it was like that on both sides of the front. I guess he did one side at a time. And he said he had a hell of a time getting the pistons to push back in all the way.
Wow. Unbelievable. I've had, usually the thing is I've had collapsed lines. The hardest one was the one with the lines were blocked because the lines looked brand new on the outside. They didn't look bad on the outside, but they got moisture on the inside and swelled up with rust on the inside. It was terrible. I cut the line. I was like, well, what if we just cut the line here and try to blow from the beat, because we couldn't get him to come back. And so I was like, what if we just cut the line here and try to blow through him and see? So that I cut the line, and immediately when I cut the line, dude, inside of it was just absolute. I was like, you got to be shitting me. And they had gotten so much moisture in the brake system that it was just absolutely eating from the inside out. It was terrible. But I mean, I spent a whole day on that car trying to diagnose brakes.
A few months ago, one of the techs came over to me and was like, dude, I cannot get the right front caliper to bleed. I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, the left front's bleeding fine. He hung front calipers in the car. I cannot get the right front caliper bleed. So I went over there and I'm like, don't fashion me. Pump it up, hold it.
Yep.
Back the bleeder, nothing's coming out, right? I'm like, what the hell?
Did you try blowing back into him by any chance?
So I had him do it again, and I cracked the banjo bolt. Fluid starts squirting out. I'm like, okay, we got pressure. We got everything. I could tell we had pressure. I could see the caliper moving and everything. Right. Took the bleeder out. These were brand new calipers. They couldn't have been remanufactured. The hole wasn't all the way through.
Oh, my God.
We took the bleeder out. There was no hole. I took my drill with a real little drill bit. Just
got
just a little poke.
So the casting was, they never got the casting all the way through. Unbelievable.
I just took a little drill bit. I don't remember the size drill bit it was, but just went right through this a little bit. It only took a split second. It went right through. Put the bleeder back in. We bled it out. And I knew I got through because the fluid started coming through.
That's unbelievable.
That little metal shaving that I took out of there and put the bleeder back in. Everything was fine. But he was driving this guy crazy. I'm like, dude, next time, make sure there's a hole there. It's not going to bleed if there's no hole.
I'm actually surprised that he didn't have I'm actually surprised that I guess he didn't have bad brake fluid. It was just that bad caliper. So we'll get happy birthday, Shopcat. Oh, there we go. Chad, the previous comment about the desert is coming means, bad times are ahead of us. Yeah, I can imagine that. I understand.
Yeah, it seems like things are slowing down a little bit everywhere.
Yeah, I have noticed that too. Uh, oh, my daughter's is tomorrow. She is pretty cool birthday present though. What's up, Gran Turismo fan? Sorry, I missed your stream a week or two. It's all good. I was on. I haven't been on. ABS would be my guess. Another happy birthday for me. So, Kevin, the funny thing is we don't have to do regular brake line flushes here in the Rust Belt because the lines don't last long enough, and people do automatic flush dump. Did I tell you that I broke my line on my truck again this week? I
No,
didn't. So I didn't replace all my lines when I did my lines before, and I blew another line.
where to blow it?
Uh, this one was. Oh, I've already replaced the bad one, the right front, but I didn't want to take the time to do the other one. So, and even though I had the fender well off because I took both the fender wells off to do the right front or the passenger front, I think it would be, why would I not be smart enough to just do the lines right there? Well, I didn't want to do the three, just because. So I blew the rear master cylinder line to the ABS, but
The
I
one I,
ended up.
the one I
I
see
ended up
blow up most commonly is the line running to the either right front or the rear.
Yeah, I ended up replacing all three of them though, so it's 100% fixed now. So I have all new brake lines on my truck. So now I'm pretty much going to keep it forever. I have a new transmission, new motor, new brake lines, new brakes. I put new rear pads, new shoes, or new pads, rear shoes for the parking brake. My truck has almost been completely rebuilt now. I don't think I've had a new rear mainsail put in. The motor's not really new, but it's got 100,000 miles on it. Um,
That's
I've got
you.
a new
It's a
alternator, new battery.
5.3, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. It's got 202,000 or something like that on it.
Yeah, 5.3 with 100 grand on it. In the motor, that's nothing.
I'm thinking about putting a turbo on it.
I always wanted to do that with my other truck, my last one.
One of my buddies told me, he's like, if you're going to do a turbo, you might as well just put twin turbos on it. So that way you don't have to really hike the exhaust up that bad.
I had a customer who had one of those with the Whipple supercharger on it.
Yeah.
It was mean, man.
Maybe I should do that. That's actually not a bad idea neither.
It was mean, dude. I mean, this thing, you got it, it just would take off, man.
I'd like to just make it have a little bit of something, something. I mean, the truck's 20. Look, it's a 2002. I mean, somebody else brought a point up. They're like, why do you keep keeping them working on that? I'm like, the truck is in great shape. I mean, I
Yeah,
have no rust underneath it. It's 20. What is that now? 24 years old?
yeah.
Or no, 21 years old. 21-year-old truck. In another 9 years, that's going to be considered vintage. How crazy is that? And I've replaced it injectors.
You're gonna see
Everything.
more and more of those on the road, though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like that, and not only that, I can fix. I have a little bit of rust on the cab corners and rocker panels. They really would be an easy fix if I went through and cut them off, and I think I'm going to do that too. Is cut that rust off and put new rocker panels and shit on it. I'm going to do it that myself and do a video on it because I think it'd be well. Not only that, they do sell replacement rocker panels, and they have plastic ones that you can pop on caps here. I thought about doing that and rust preventing mine, like cutting off all the rust and removing it, and then putting the plastic cap ones over because they make them right here in Ames. Actually, Thunderhead 289 works for the company that does that.
I
So,
didn't try anything with that vehicle yet. It was too late at night, and I didn't care.
yeah.
I'll look at it tomorrow. But I know
Well,
about automated bleed with the Scancel. I'm very familiar with that.
keep that in the back of my mind. Dang brakes. That's crazy. Yeah. No one flushes their brakes in the north. All right. Not well, I mean, I do. Well, I would if I didn't have to. The brake lines held by banjo bolt or the brake no, not the rubber ones are to the calipers. Uh flush the brakes regularly every time I brew brake lines. Yeah, I've done 2 brake line flushes on my truck now in the last year. So mine's extra flushed out. Pat Gross, Mark Olson. What's this? Flushes on every other New York is cheap insurance. Mark Olson, Pat Gross used to say that all the time. Uh, Seize up calipers, suck out the reservoir, and put in the. Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. That's actually the smartest thing you can do because a lot of sediment will set in the steel. Have you tried it? Yes, I have stainless steel brake lines on my truck. That's all I run. The Dorman stainless steel kits for those trucks are absolutely amazing. I talk about this to Dave all the time,
Yeah, they're great kit.
and they're cheap. It's the best bang for your buck. You can buy the
What
kit.
are they, $100 or something?
Yeah, you can buy them for $100. They're pre-bent. That means I don't have to do any bending for them. Like you're a fool if you're putting the nickel copper ones on there. To be, in my opinion, honestly. But if you have to add pieces or whatnot, nickel copper definitely be a lot easier because it's more pliable. I don't know. I guess putting the right front and maybe nickel copper wouldn't be so bad, but
Nickel copper still got to be real careful not to kink it.
Right, and it's easy to kink too.
Yeah, especially on the 1/4 inch. That's what you don't understand. Those are all 1/4 inch lines.
I like the whistle mount. And the tailpipe sounds like a turbo without the cost. I'm gonna have to try that. I'm gonna have to find one of those. Whistle goes woo woo. Ed to A to Z. Guys use nickel copper around here now. Yeah, we use nickel copper too, but what transmission to replace? 4L60 or 4L60, right? Or 4L80. It's 4L80. The 4L60 is the bigger one. Why am I drawing a blank on transmission right now?
Me too. I'm trying to think. Yours is a 4L.
4L60 is the light duty transmission. 4L80 is the heavy duty.
80.
Yeah, mine. Yeah, maybe whatever. The half ton transmission. 4L60, 80, whatever. You know, I got it rebuilt from a guy, and I've had no problems with it. Shifts like a champ. I got
something from Dorman. That's good.
Yeah, I've had to plug. Yes, dude, Dorman is like Harbor Freight, Kevin. I've said this. Dorman is like Harbor Freight. You can't go in there buying everything, or you'll be disappointed if you do. There's going to be some stuff that you're going to get hung out to dry on. Like if you just went in there and wiped the shelves out and tried to stock your entire toolbox with Harbor Freight tools, like 50% of it, you're going to be miserable. Usually. I guarantee it. No doubt. Especially their bolt selection. Like people talk about buying consumables. You want to hear? Let's fire up the old shit talker. 4L60, 4L80 is the bigger 4L60 is the one. Yes, 4L60. Nickel copper does work nice. But digging it. So you want to fire up the shit talker? I've had a couple of people that got raised up about buying consumables at Harbor Freight. So bolts. If you buy any fasteners from Harbor Freight and use them to repair on your car, you might be a redneck. Because they're only grade 5 and they're absolutely horrible. I had a guy that came in and was like, yeah, I replaced these bolts. I was like, where'd you get these bolts from? They're trash. He's like, what? They're just from Harbor Freight. And I was like, oh my God, dude, are you freaking serious? I was like, these things, dude, he stripped out every hole. He cross-threaded them in every single hole that he put a bolt in, and then when I tried taking some of them out, they snapped right off because they're so soft. It was miserable.
If you buy zip ties from Harbor Freight and you live in a cold climate, you might be a redneck.
Yeah, well, if you buy, listen, what do we got to come up with a better thing? I got to come up with a better saying for it. If you buy zip ties and bolts from Harbor Freight, you might be. You might have let me see here. What am I going to say here? I got to think of something. If you buy bolts to replace in your car and zip ties, you might work at a desk all day. You're probably
the marine heat, their marine grade heat shrink isn't no better.
No, it's terrible too.
It gets all brittle and just starts to fall apart eventually.
Everybody told me. See, here's the thing: is I took advice from so many people about buying Harbor Freight consumables over the years. Buy and Rolock this; those things get chewed up like. Oh, look at this! Here we go. Hey!
I was wondering where you went.
Say it again. Yep, I got no sound.
Praise be unto thee, RBRT.
There you go. All hail RBRT. Now is in session. like the Billy Graham. Did you guys like the Billy Graham speech I gave on the RBRT?
RBRT has got its uses. Some of the tools are good. Some of them are so-so. Some of them are complete.
The Hex and the Torx, dude. The Hex and the Torx is all you need to buy. Anything Hex and Torx RBRT, fantastic.
And the extractor set isn't too bad.
I'll be honest with you. I'm not. That FOR extractor I've broken every time I've used it. I've only been successful at pulling out one bolt with that RBRT because the problem is that shaft is so long. So I take the collar and screw it all the way down close to the bolt so that I put enough pressure to keep some tension on it.
Yeah.
And then try to back the bolt out. And every time I twist the head. And I may not even snap it off on the extractor, but I end up, when I get the extractor back, it's twisted. They're soft. They're weak. They're like Dan. They're 2-ply. So, or 10-ply. 10-ply soft? No, 10-ply soft. 2-ply is rough, like John Wayne, rough and tough, and don't take shit off anyone. Yeah. So, yeah, they're like 10-ply.
It seems like they're just adding that, just anything that's supposed to remove sockets. It's just gets slapped with RBRT.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, guess what? We're going to come out with new RBRT screwdrivers. So how are you going to change the fastener now? Like, this is like, I've heard they've been working on this. I can't wait when they finally do, but I'm not even joking you. I've heard all about this Phillips RBRT bit that's coming out, how they're going to revolutionize the standard screwdriver. And I'm like, oh yeah, Mac did that back in the 80s too. It's called the Posi drive, and it absolutely sucks balls.
I think they still make those.
Yes, they do, and they're terrible.
Yeah, I remember I saw a video. Somebody's like, "Oh, we should all be using the Posi drive bits instead of regular Phillips bits." It's like, if you're careful, it doesn't really matter.
Hey, how miserable would your life be if you had to use everything on Posi drive for your HVAC stuff?
I don't really use Phillips that often.
Really? They don't.
Yeah.
They still have what,
everything's like hex screws.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Like Hex and Torx. I'll be honest with you. People
like Hex, just like it's like a sheet metal screw.
Oh,
screw.
gotcha,
yeah.
Gotcha.
It's just like a 5/16 Hex or
top head screws or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, there's some stuff that has Phillips, but it's very rare.
Yeah. I guess I don't work on H. I just think when I go down to
flathead than you do Phillips.
I use that general mentality like everybody else you're talking to. When you say when you're an HVAC guy and they go, "Oh, I work on my furnace and change my filter."
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't really work on that, but yeah.
I know, but that's what I'm using. My general mentality is that because it's no different than somebody who works on a car. Yeah. I only use a third of my brain when I'm talking to somebody else that works in another trade instead of actually realizing that they do a lot more than that. But like when somebody talks to me about working on a car, they think about the lawnmower that they put a spark plug in. They're like, oh, I changed my spark plug. That's not a problem. I can do that. Oh, really?
They have spark plugs, huh? Forget about that.
Yeah, it's just, yeah. Anyways.
We broke the 100 subscriber mark. You got 108 our likes.
Oh, did I? Where'd we get 108? Well, thank you guys. You guys are awesome. You guys just made my Friday night. 107.
Teen watching.
We're up now. Now we gotta do is break the 20,000 subscriber mark. So don't forget to subscribe.
You're at what, like 16?
Yeah, 16.9.
16.9.
Yeah, it's haunting me.
It's haunting you.
Yeah, I don't know, 20. It's the problem is it doesn't matter. Like nothing's gonna matter until 100,000 now. So it doesn't make a shit to me, anyways. 16, 20, 50. I mean, what good does it do me? Nothing, because I mean I can still get the same amount of views with having as many subscribers as I have right now. It's not going to change. It's not like you get more money for having more subscribers. It really doesn't make a big difference. And and the only thing that you really get
it's all about views. Yeah.
Yeah. And the only thing that you get at 100,000 is really you get a plaque. So I guess that's really more of a self gratification thing. And it really doesn't mean as much now because shorts have, and no offense to you guys that have shorts and growing your channel, but for a guy like me, who I started my channel with 900 and some videos that not with shorts, I've grew my audience the old fashioned way. Listen, I'm going to go boomer on you guys for a second. Back when I started YouTube,
No, but you're right though. Shorts is not going to get you view count.
No, but you can
Yeah,
still
but it
get
gets you subscribers.
Yeah, you can still get 100,000 subscribers, and you can still get a plaque with shorts. So it doesn't matter. So it's like it's kind of a moot point now.
I put out one short that's seen almost like 1.3 million views now, and probably added like 12 or 1,300 subscribers.
I've only got two pieces of content that have I have one that has over 1 million views on Instagram, and that was a copied one because all I did was basically I just reposted a deal from Mike Rowe, and it got more views than it actually did on his own channel. And two was one on TikTok that I did of a guy that was in Florida that had a head unit to a alignment machine that was attached to his wheel driving down the road. And that was back when I first started.
Oh, I've seen that one. I've seen that video like that.
Yeah, and that was back when I first started TikTok. So nothing on my own content have I ever actually gotten anything larger than. Well, I guess I did get 100,000 views on my Harbor Freight video, which is. But I mean, at the end of the day, I don't really care about getting. Like, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it, but when you get a viral view, I watched a deal from some guys, and they were talking about what's the difference between getting viral views and not getting viral views. Well, instant gratification doesn't mean that you'll have instant success. You have to get multiple amounts of success in order to be successful in type of social media. And which means that you would have to get like multiple videos with millions of views in order to get traction with a loyal audience and all this and that. So they said the only way to actually, if you have a channel that you're growing and it's steadily growing and you have a steady audience, that's the best way to grow because you're going to grow organically. Which I'm like, I don't like that word organic. That sounds like slow and methodical. That sounds like my life, 44 years of grinding it out. But hey, it is what it is. I enjoy it nonetheless. So.
I just do it for fun.
Yeah.
My problem is like I try to make stuff about what I do at work, but then it's like I get so wrapped up in what I'm doing, I forget to keep filming. So
you don't do shorts or anything?
I do, but it's usually like something that I find funny. Like I actually broke one of my RBRT bits the other day, and I did a little short that it happens.
Oh, look at that! Good to have another HVAC guy, Chris Shaw. Look at that, he's an HVAC guy.
Ryan is asking a question.
Oh,
how do you remove the broken RBRT?
You have to drill it out. It's a pain in the ass because it's harder.
Yeah, pain in the ass. Good drill bit.
Or actually, mine came out pretty good. Actually, it fell right out.
Most of Harbor Freight's wares are consumables. Yeah, TikTok is evil. Shorts are the YouTube crack.
Hey, they're good when you're on the shitter.
Yeah. Organic or free range YouTube. There you go. Quello from Wisconsin, brothers. Yeah, Brian, it's just like drilling out a manifold bolt. That's exactly what it's like. It's the same thing. It's a bad day.
That probably works well, don't it, Chad?
You know what it is, Ryan? Here's what you do: is you go ahead and you set your feet apart about 12 to 15 inches, and then you ask your buddy, "Hey, come over here," and he says, "Okay, what do you want?" And you say, "Kick me in the balls," and that's what drilling an RBRT built is like. Being kicked in the balls. That's exactly what it's like.
I've broken before, and I've had luck taking vibration around the area and it popping out.
You mean the hex bits ones?
No, I'm talking about the extractors.
Oh, the extractors. Oh,
pound in and it snaps off.
Yeah,
because that's harder metal than it's supposed to be harder metal than the bolt that you broke. But
right.
Any extractor, you break an extractor, it's like breaking a tap off in a hole.
Once again, tap, like any of those. Like, well, I have the tap extractors. You've seen those, right?
I do too. I have those too, but
they do work, but they sometimes don't work. And then once again,
don't work. That sucks.
And then once again, what you do is you line your feet up perpendicular to each other.
Jimmy.
Yeah, and you say, "Hey, Tim, come over here quick. I need your size 13. Put your boot right to my nuts."
A Hypercept actually starts to dig into those.
Yeah, because that's exactly what it feels like when you do that. That's just like whenever I have to do. I don't care about 5.3 manifold boats anymore. They don't bother me. Those aren't that bad. You take the fender liners out; those are a piece of cake compared to doing a 350 or like a Vortec. When you had Vortec head, or you ever had to do a head gasket on a Vortec, and your life was just like, I guess you take the whole head out of that. But and actually, it was a pain in the ass because you couldn't get the manifold. I think was it the Vortec when you take a head off? Do you remember, Dave, when did you have to unbolt the manifold because the halftime the shit wouldn't get? I don't remember. I feel like there's something like a Ford maybe or something like that. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've done anything like that. Seems like all you ever do is pull engines now. The engines completely blow. So,
jeez,
break the die grind or break the extractors and get the die grinder. Yeah, get the
like we don't really use extractors that often. Like,
you're lucky.
If it's that bad, we just cut it out.
There you go. And trust me, that would be my ultimate goal. But half the time, you don't get that lucky in automotive.
I don't know. Maybe the chiller guys might, because they, but I doubt that. They might just.
They'll probably break it right off and drill a new hole.
Yeah. But they're working on way more expensive stuff. Stuff I work on, if I break a bolt, it'll just fall out, and then I just got to go get a new bolt.
I wholeheartedly can understand that. And you know what? And there ain't a mechanic out there that wouldn't agree with doing that. Trust me.
Yeah.
I mean, but when you have things that line up like heads, manifolds where they have to be in a line,
right?
You don't have much of a choice because they got to go back in the same hole, and that's what kills us. It's an absolute nightmare. And in the Rust Belt, it's even worse because I hear down south, they're like, dude, what is wrong with you? That shit that's never that hard to take out. I'm like, mother trucker.
Yeah, but you haven't had 3 winters of salt and snow and whatever else they put on the roads.
Well, here's the thing is people would actually just take care of their shit. And I mean this with all due. No, I don't. I don't care about respecting anybody. If people would just take care of their shit and like just wash it off periodically during the winter, that would probably be. But most people drive their shit into the ground, like trucks. Some of these guys feed their trucks down with no, like until the gas tank falls out of them because the straps are. Dave, how many of those have you done? Gas tank straps or fuel line? The shit the salt is piled up on top of it.
They got gas tanks half hanging down on the ground almost because the strap broke and.
Yeah, I mean, we're done.
The strap broke and now the tank's freaking. And other strap's about to go. And then I need to, you go to try to take the bolts out, and that just spins all.
Because I have a buddy in Canada, and his truck, he's got a Ram. But not that really matters, but his is like, I don't know, I want to say 5-6 years old. He's like, I mean, there's some little bit of rust on it. He was like, dude, I wash it off every, couple weeks or something like that in the winter.
Well, here's the other thing is too, like different states, like Colorado, for instance, okay? Winter state, snow, cold, they don't use salt.
So they just plow the roads or?
Yeah, they plow the roads and they
use roads and sand probably.
Yeah, they use sand. Some states don't use. So, like, people, I'm not even joking. Like, people like Utah. I think Utah is another state that's like that. Washington. I mean, we're talking about states that are up north, right? But they don't use salt.
A lot of them don't use salt because it's so
corrosive to the roads and stuff like that.
It's corrosive. It's bad for the cars, bad for the roads, but also bad for the washaway is bad for all the.
Wherever it drains to. Yeah.
Well, the natural growing product around you. Trees,
but in Canada, Canada is really conscientious in some parts of the country up there. I was actually shocked that somebody told me, and Shopcat, maybe he could speak more to this, and if any other Canadian brothers are on here, I'd appreciate you guys jumping in right now because your knowledge is key. But Vermont does not use salt, Mark. Vermont does not use, and they're up farther north than we are, and a lot colder.
And if you go there in the nice summer and fall months, it is some of the most gorgeous countryside you'll see. Everything's so beautiful, green and lush. It's not funny.
Yeah.
Nothing's dead, unless they had something accidental happen. But
I don't know what they do here, like up in the mountains. I think they just plow the roads. I don't even think they put salt
Yeah,
here.
and it could be too because there's obviously not that much rust in California, but
I mean, yeah, but a lot of that is because most of the people that live out here don't live where it snows. So,
well, but I've heard that the guys that live close to the coast though say that
yeah,
the salt from the sea actually makes things rust too.
yeah, no, it does, but it's not really like the same though as being like kind of splashed onto all your metal parts, you know.
So Colorado uses sodium sulfate and gravel, which breaks your windshield. Oh, okay. So they just use heavy shit that just destroys your car.
That's what it is. It's a calcium chloride. That tears you up.
Yeah. So sodium chloride sodium is a salt base. So that's like sodium sulfate would be like charcoal and baking soda, essentially. Is that what I'm not very good with science, but I remember from the periodical table, sulfate would be sulfur, right? Sulfate, sulfur, and then sodium bicarbonate would be baking soda. So that's non-corrosive to it when I don't know. I'm trying to talk here and I don't know. Oh, dude, Chicago. Yeah, dude, and Chris, everything that I've ever seen from Chicago.
Salts everything until it crumbles.
Oh, dude, it's almost worse than here. I mean, it is worse than here. I'm not even trying to like compete with it.
Chicago Garage must live in Michigan. I forgot about that.
Yeah, Chicago, Michigan, Milwaukee. Like because I think when they get, isn't the lakes up there salt based too?
They're freshwater lakes.
Great Lakes.
Yeah, but I think it's because
technically fresh water. But I'll be honest with you, and Lake Michigan's probably the most of them all.
It might be because they use salt
actually are somewhat brackish, if you know what that means.
Yeah, it might be because there's so much moisture plus the salt just keeps them wet all year long, all winter long in some sense or something. I don't know, but dude, I understand. I think Dave has it worse than we do here. Iowa's not near as bad as what I would say. Chicago,
the Great Lakes are considered freshwater lakes, but they are a touch brackish. That was how they were able to put the coho and chinhook salmon into the Great Lakes.
Yeah, there you go.
Came out of a brackish sea somewhere over in Europe.
Yep.
And now we have salmon in our waters, but they've all seemed to, for the most part, not all, I mean, just a large majority. Your best bet on salmon fishing is Lake Michigan. And if you're ever at Lake Michigan, you can kind of taste a slight bit of saltness to the water, but it's not salt water. It might be a touch brackish. It's just not salt water.
Right here, this one, salt air does rust cars like it. Yep. Hey, JC Auto, I appreciate you chiming in on that. Love hearing from you guys. Tell me about your parts of the country because it definitely educates all of us. Northeastern Iowa and Minnesota have gravel roads that eat. Oh yeah, so that's another one. Gravel roads. We have a lot more. So you know, it's something I found interesting too. Somebody said Tennessee. Somebody said Tennessee doesn't have that many dirt roads anymore. You know, Iowa has a shitload of dirt roads still. Level Bs, like dirt roads, and then gravel roads. We have a ton of gravel roads because we're not a highly populated state. So, but the gravel, when it gets up in there, it packs the water and moisture.
Yeah, and they also spray those roads down in the summer so they don't get all dusty. And I forget the hell they use on that, but it's highly corrosive.
They use tree sap on the gravel roads here now.
In Michigan, they use something that I heard. I thought what they use in Michigan is considered corrosive.
Yeah, could be. True story, Jeremy. Smells like dog poo. Fluid film. Hey, Rockstar fan, you know what else works good? Letting your rear main seal leak. Don't fix it. Don't fix
oil coating that sticks works good. Trans fluid works good.
I literally tell people this.
Fluid film does work really well. So does fluid film. There's a company out there. What's it called?
There's a ton of different ones that you can get now that have it.
The new one by PB Blaster. That's supposed to be
PB Blasters. I think it's called Undershield or something like that.
Yeah, Undershield or Armor Shield or something like that.
We have some in Tennessee. Okay. I heard a guy say from Tennessee the other day that they don't have dirt roads. I was watching Sleeper.
I'm sure they have dirt roads, on the boonies somewhere.
We got a lot of dirt roads in Michigan, but you got to get outside.
I can go hit a dirt road right now. It's lime in the ground. Yes, the lime. There you go. sodium chloride, urea, potassium chloride, a fertilizer. Not only that, yeah, we have fertilizers too that come out. I'm a marine electrician, so salt water wants all my mixes. Oh God, dude, that would be absolutely yuck. There's some kind of paint guy told me that really works good for undercoating. Chassis coat. There you go.
No,
Uh,
I'm trying to think what they're called. It starts with a P.
We talked about this one night where they should do an oiler at a car wash. So they ought
Or just sprays oil underneath your car.
Yeah. Well, you know where they do the wash when they do the water underneath your car, it really doesn't help your shit out that well. But if they oiled your car underneath when you went in, just shot like I don't even know, vegetable oil would probably be fine too. Any type of oil, because metal loves oil. I mean, that's oil, metal. Preserving oil, metal is oil. Oil is how you do it. I mean, that's how you do it.
Fluid film, isn't that an extraction from
sheep?
Lanolin.
Yes, sheep wool.
So it's not even toxic.
It's an oil, right? But it's an oil still. It's a lanolin.
It's a non-toxic oil. It doesn't hurt anything.
And if you've ever smelled a sheep, which I'm not telling anybody to ever do so, but I will tell you this much right now:
better than goats, dude.
Well, dude, when I smell
the hell out of a billy goat.
Yeah, there's some subjectiveness to that. A sheep has a wool that they never change. They don't wash their hair. Think about this now. Have you ever smelled a hippie in the middle of July?
I don't get that close to hippies.
Exactly. You don't get that close to sheep. So keep in mind what lanolin smells like. You know what I mean? Like, I'm okay with them not taking it. Once again, I'm not judging people. If you want to be a dirty hippie, like I think it's cool.
Surface shield is what it's called.
Yeah, surface shield. But anyways, I'm just saying, when I smell that fluid film, it makes me want to gag because I grew up around sheep, and we'd shear them obviously in the summertime. That was my favorite time around them. I could stand being around them, but during the winter, no, terrible. They're musty. They're musky, very musky.
Yeah.
And they have a very pungent, very distinct smell, and it smells exactly like fluid film. And I've heard people say they like the smell of it. I'm like, you're disgusting.
Yeah, the POR 15 is what the paint I was talking about for undercoating. It's supposed to stop the hell out of rust.
Well, they treat smokers with barbecue and linseed oil. Exactly. They tell you to put cooking oil on your barbecue too to clean them, to treat them with too. So
I got to do that. Mine's all rusted out.
Yep. Dude, the first thing I've never had a problem with my grill, and I ask people this all the time when I go to their house. I'm like, how come your grill is so dried up and dirty? And they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, dude, don't you put oil on it every time you cook with it?
No.
I slather mine with like cooking oil, bacon grease, whatever, and just coat it. And my grates are still actually stainless steel. And
mine aren't.
And I use a charcoal grill too. A Weber. I got a Weber. I used to have a gas grill, and I went back to charcoal, and I love it. Mountain part of Tennessee.
I have both charcoal and gas.
I have a gas one.
It all depends what I'm going to do. No, most of the time I use charcoal.
I gotta get a new, what's it called? The grill for it. It's all rusted out.
Just hit the potholes in hot water and oil bath. It's a paraffin base, and you can touch it up. Chad, you're thinking of POR 15?
That's a rust-proofing coating, the POR 15.
So hippies never rust? Well, I guess technically no. I don't know. They get dry. They get dry and stinky. So, I mean, you ever seen the dreads on a hippie? They're dry. Smells like rotten chicken soup. There you go. D5 to 65. Yes. I have decided an engine. So I think what I'm going to do, and we're going to switch gears here real fast as soon as I do this. So people might lose their mind on this, but I think I've actually done a lot of research.
Put an LS in it.
I'm going to put an LS in it, but I'm going to put a carbureted 5.3 in it. I don't like dealing with distributors. Okay. So my problem is, my whole total dilemma is that I could just do an LS swap, right? And put 5.3 in it and call it a day, and do the computerized. But the thing about it is I don't want to do that. I want to do something different, and I want to try something different. So I'm going to, and I can always change it over to fuel injected, but I want to do a 5.3 with a cam, so that way I don't have to do a bunch of crazy tuning. But I can also slap it in there, and I don't have to mess with it. But I also don't have to have a distributor, which I can't stand distributors. They're worthless. They're a failure point. That's why they don't have them anymore, because distributors are garbage. If distributors were still good, they'd be using them in cars still today. And they don't, because they're junk. So I want to do a carbureted 5.3 with a cam. I actually thought about doing a 6-liter de-stroked carbureted, to be honest with you. And they're pretty sweet. But I think that's the way I'm going to go. It's a 5.3 carbureted. I've got a carburetor, and it's a cheap setup. So when you say do a budget LS swap, go out buy LS, and then you have to do wiring, send in a PCM, do some tuning, blah, blah, blah. It's not really that budget. But if you do a 5.3 swap with a carburetor, now that's a budget. I can do the whole thing for like $2,500. So I don't know if that makes sense, but I can still get 450 more from it. Weber charcoal stainless steel grill here. Hell yeah. The town is full of hippies, and they do stink. Find a 90s, 300, 6, 4. Yeah, I really wanted to keep the 6 and then do. Here we go. Old 350 with a short water pump and HEI, but a 5.3 would be cool too. I don't want a distributor. That's my problem. Is I don't want a distributor. It's my biggest thing. Is I just do not. First of all, distributors they're a failure. That's all there is to it. There's a failure. They're failures right and left. What happens on most of the cars is you have failures on distributors. At least if you have coil packs, you can only lose one coil pack. Maybe you go down a cylinder, but you can still drive somewhere. Whereas a distributor fails, you're done.
Well, how many of those old Chevys did you see? The 350s and the 4.3s and all that had distributors in them?
Yes, exactly.
Or their gear up on the distributor.
I mean, what would you want to do, Dave, if you're going to build a car? You'd LS swap one too in a heartbeat, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I wouldn't put a distributor in.
The problem with LS swapping, or the problem is I don't really care what people think. LS swapping is the way of the future because it is the new 350. And putting a carburetor on a car doesn't really. I mean, you could probably do budget wise, but after you get done putting a cam in it, resealing it, and everything like that, you're going to be more money in a 350 than I would be with a 5.3. I just don't know that you can put any. And not only that, have you seen the price of old 350s out there now? Dumb what people are asking for them. $1,000, $1,500 for a 350. Like, I can buy a 5.3 all day long for less than $500. Any 5.3 motor out, any LS 5.3. So
I haven't priced out the motors.
Huh?
I haven't priced out motors, so I don't.
What I wanted to do was a 327, and then put a fuel injection on top of it, and then modernize it and put coil packs on it and make an old 327 a new. But a 5.3 is pretty much a 327 anyways. It's 317 cubic inches. But I get bored out a little bit and get 327. But a 5.3 is essentially a 327 anyways. So if I'm going to do it, why not just do a 5.3 with a carburetor? Then that's essentially the same thing as that truck originally came with. I don't know. Stock roller cam. Yeah. That's another thing is roller. There's exactly what you're saying right there. Roller cam. So I'll get a roller 5.3 without having to spend all that extra money, maybe buy some springs and stiffen up the springs. But when you go to build a 350 with a roller, you're going to have more money in it than you will with taking a 5.3, just an old junkyard 5.3 and putting a carburetor on it, buying. Dude, the manifold for a 5.3, I think the intake manifold, the plate, the block off plate for underneath the runners, Dave, is $40. Where you delete the knock sensors. So it's $40 for that plate, and then the intake for it is like $150. I mean, it's dirt cheap.
I would go with the 5.3. I think it's a more solid motor than the 350.
Yeah, send in it. I delete VATs with the PCM hammer, then plug and play. Yeah, I thought about doing that too, and just going that route, just cleaning it up, putting it in, just running that way too. I don't know. $500 truck, and then delete whatever. It's still on the table, so it's not all set in stone, but it's definitely going to be a 5.3. I can tell you that much because I have a 5.3. I can't find a 327. They want $2,500 for a block, 327 block. That's stupid. Dumb for a carbureted engine that's been. I mean, it's not even going to be a numbers matching deal, so it doesn't matter to me. It'd be a different story if I had a Corvette or an Impala SS with a 327, but not with my truck.
You can do it. Can't you do a 327 with a particular 350 blocks with different cranks?
Yeah, you could de-stroke it and all that stuff.
Or 305, I think.
And stuff. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there's certain older motors. I haven't thought about doing a Coyote motor. Not gonna lie, but they're too expensive.
All those things are expensive, man.
Yeah, dude, it can get out of control really fast. So doing it without a distributor, are you going to run an ECU? Be an ignition setup is what it's going to. Yeah, electronic ignition control. What's up, Alan Kaufman? Yeah, Detroit 6V 53 2-stroke diesel. There you go. That'd be something. Just matters if you wanted to keep the old school look. Yeah, I don't really care. I want it to be reliable. I want to drive it every single day. That's my goal. This is going to be my new truck that I'm going to drive every day, no matter what. CP goes to the grocery store. He takes his 65. I'm not even joking you. I'm going to put brakes, suspension, everything. It's already got 4-link suspension, so it should be able to. You can literally make those trucks like they've already basically got 4-link suspension on them. They have the 2 bars that come down. So like you can make them run good. Like you can make it. You can like I can have like 500 horse out of it. Like just walk up and kick the shit out of Corvettes and stuff like that. That's the whole thing. Just a sleeper truck, just looks like old grandpa's rig. Whatever. I don't know. Anyways, we got to talk about tools.
Okay, I need a new 1/2-inch ratchet. What should I get?
Okay.
I have a gear wrench one, but I kind of want a flex head one just to round it out.
Just like a flex, like a regular flex, or not locking.
Locking wouldn't be bad.
I wish I could share the screen, but I can't. I don't know. I can't share I don't know why this won't work anymore. But honestly, I'm gonna sound like redundant, but I'm gonna say the Snap-on is the only 1/2-inch ratchet I would actually get and trust. I mean, you can get them on eBay, a cheap one with an 88, with an 82 Dual 80. Find one on eBay, non-flocking. In fact, I can probably. That's why I want to share my screen, but.
Yeah, I got some flex head 3/8. I mean, they're Icon ones because this is before I knew better, but I mean, they still work. So,
The only other ratchets that I would consider for a 1/2-inch would be the Olsa tools, and I don't like Olsa tools at all. But they have the SK LP90, which I think is a decent ratchet. But there's people that tell me that they don't get along with them.
What do you mean?
That they've not had good luck with the LP90s. I personally have not, but I don't use mine a ton, if I'm being honest. So, long and short of it is that my next step would probably be a Mac one, or Koken doesn't make a long-handled 1/2-inch drive, really.
I don't know. Looks like I was gonna see my Mac dealer on Monday to get that RBRT bit that broke. Warranted out, but
we got a deal on a ratchet.
How often do you use a 1/2-inch ratchet?
It depends on what I'm working on that week. Because sometimes if I'm working on a lot of piping with flanges, I do, because they're all like 15/16 bolts or bigger.
Hey,
or like inch.
Leverage makes things easier, right?
Say that again?
Leverage makes things easier.
I mean, I can toss it on an impact, but I don't always like putting an impact on some of these flanges. So
I
I know they're expensive,
tank
but
bar.
I've always liked the snap-on ratchets.
I only
yeah,
have the one. I wouldn't mind another one.
I don't even own a breaker bar. I just use my ratchet.
right.
I have a breaker bar somewhere in my truck. Got to dig it out, but I think it's just a Husky one that I
here's a
bought.
here's a 24-inch chrome snap. Oh, that's SK, but it's not flex head. $150 online. The thing is, what a good price to spend on a good half inch rack is just going to be $150.
Right.
So if you and a snap on 24 inches is going to be like 300. So if you're not wanting to spend 300, then what do you know what you want to spend? That would make a lot more.
I think I could probably do 150. I mean, I'd like a snap-on one. Don't get me wrong, but
Right.
yeah, that's
If you're gonna go with anything less than a
not
snap-on
high.
or even a Mac,
Yeah.
I would probably go with either the Milwaukee or the Gear Wrench.
I don't like the way the Milwaukee ones. Maybe it's just me. I don't like the way they look.
Well, they don't
No.
have it. I don't like the handle.
Yeah.
I don't know what Tecton has available. I've never paid attention to their half-inch drives.
So looking at eBay here, a dual drive SLL, SLL SHLX80A is going to be about $250 used. So, and then let's see what they are new from Snap-on. Why do I always got to log into the Snap-on account every time I get on here? Are they stalking me, bastard? You dirty bastards! What is going on here? Let me get back.
Like a spud ratchet? What?
Spud ratchet. Okay, so
Yeah. I would actually use that. That's funny.
2-inch, a half-inch non-flex is $285 new. What?
What's that you on?
Yeah, a non-flex straight handle is $285. A locking, and that's not even the comfort grip. $285 for the lock. No, damn it, that's not the right one. Let's see, flex head.
Oh, that's the extra long one, though.
You want the 24-inch, don't you?
I can't always fit a 24-inch everywhere I work.
What size ratchet are you? Well, that makes a big difference, though, dude.
Yeah.
On price wise.
So I think I forget. I have the gear winch one. I'm not sure how big it is.
Yeah, you have to find out what size you want because that makes a huge difference on cost. Anything over 22 inches is going to be another $100.
Right. I'm not sure how big it is.
The V Series Craftsman, I've had a couple of people that had those too. So that's an option you should go to too. I feel like the V Series is very similar.
I haven't seen them in stores. Like,
yeah, they're online and Lowe's.
Yeah, because I'm a very visual person. Oh, it's a 12-inch ratchet.
The one Lowe's doesn't have any of that in stock at their stores yet. They don't have any of the V Series stuff at all.
All the Ace Hardwares do.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying Lowe's. I'm shocked that they don't have any of it.
I don't know. Ace Hardwares around here are hit or miss because some are like really well stocked and some are just like, there's like, how do you stay in business?
Napa's got a lot of stuff too.
Oh, really? Yeah, there's Napa down the street from me.
Yeah, you might want to roll in there.
Carlisle ratchet's not a bad ratchet.
And don't get caught on the Carlisle because that's basically the same as the Matco.
Well,
is it really?
Capri's another option.
Yeah, but I don't think they have anything long, and they're coming out with some new ones, so they are.
Oh, so the one I have is 12-inch.
Okay, so you're looking for another 12-inch or bigger?
Or thereabouts, you know.
But you want a flex head one?
Yeah, I'd like a flex head one.
Okay, that makes a big difference on the price.
Yeah. I've never really had that much use for locking flex head, though. I gotta be honest with you.
No, flex head, half-inch drive, ratchet. What do we got in the comments here? Look a Lyle or Mayhew.
Because I know Scuba got that locking, the new locking snap-on, or their newer design, I guess, for the flex head. It looked kind of nice, but
dude, Harbor Freight's got a deal on their Icon ones right now with comfort grip for $40. That's insane. Half-inch drive.
I mean, I have like Icon ratchets, and they're not bad. I mean, I use them quite a bit, but
Icon ratchet actually holds up better than the Matco ratchet.
Williams is another option too. They're
Yeah.
$80 on, and they're the same as the Snap-ons. And
sorry, I just saw this Spud ratchet. I kind of want that now.
what's a Spud? Oh, another one is Stalvilla. If you can get a hold, like a lot of people. So I'm looking right here. It's $114. Let's see, 80 teeth.
Check my dogs, boys.
What is?
Well, I just happened to click on this half-inch drive Spud ratchet that Snap-on makes, and it's like I'm gonna order a bunch of stuff that I would use, and it's like automotive guys don't use this stuff.
Well, Spud ratchet. A lot of guys that work in heavy-duty equipment use Spud ratchets.
Oh, I'm sure they do, but like regular mechanics don't.
No, I don't.
I use them for lining up flanges. So
makes sense. Man, this place has got a deal on these things. I wish I could see the size of this ratchet. It doesn't give me a link. Oh, here it is. Link. 416 millimeters. How much is 416 millimeters in inches?
It's actually pretty long.
Sounds long, but 16 inches. That's not bad. So I'll be honest with you. That's not a bad option. I'm going to send this link to you.
What is it?
It's Stalvilla. This ratchet here.
Ironworkers.
I've heard a lot of really good things about these Stalvilla ratchets. I've actually got one coming. Not this one specifically. This is a half-inch drive. Is this a half-inch drive? I'm sure it is. It's an 82. I don't know what a 22 millimeter. Quick release, 82s. Flocking flex. But it's $114. Stalvilla. 2-component. It doesn't give me this. Oh, yeah, there's half-inch drive. All right, so let me send this to you. Copy link. I know you guys can't see it. I'm sorry. Sergio. But you might be pleasantly surprised by this. 16-inch ratchet, half-inch drive.
And but it's not a Snap-on, though, man.
Huh?
But it's not a Snap-on.
I know, but it's different. It's exotic, man. This is like a exotic. Well, this would be like getting a BMW. Because it's German.
So it means it'll kind of work.
Oh, it's got a locking flex on it too. I didn't even know that. No, Stalvillas. These are highly regarded.
Oh, and it's push button. Nice.
Yeah. Warren, what's up? What's up, pedo? How you doing, brother? Man, I was hoping to see you show up on the drag track this week. Oh, there he is. He's back. Formula flex ratchet, stubby and regular. Tank car.
Yeah, I was just letting my dog out. I gotta go.
What's up, Fox can fix it garage? Where are we at? 93 people.
Oh, is German Snap-on.
Oh, Ironworkers use Spuds. There you go. New heel bar. Lost mine somewhere. What's up, Doc Holiday? Heck yeah, chocolate. Stahlville is German Snap-on. Exactly. It's the same as Snap-on. It's just German. 17-inch Snap-on flex for $142 on eBay. And says, Z's. Here we go. Fox. Z's the best ratchet. You will buy it now. 9. What's up, Edgar Monta? Yeah, I honestly actually think that'd be kind of sick for you to try that. To be honest with you, I actually feel like you would be very impressed.
Yeah.
If you're not,
I just wanted a flex one, just kind of round out what I have.
Right, and if you want to try something different, this is, do you have a Snap-on ratchets?
I have one. I have the multi-position ratchet.
So, the upside is you get to try something different, dip your hand into some German tools.
Right.
Downside is you don't like it and you have a stall, but I guarantee you get rid of it because I'll tell you what, in California, the German tool market is hot. Like you buy that ratchet, there's somebody there that's going to buy it because German tool market is smoking hot in California. Smoking hot.
Oh, so the locking only locks in 3 positions. Interesting.
Yep. 90, which is
straight or sorry, 4.
30,
straight,
60,
30 up, 60 up, and 30 down.
Yeah. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
and it doesn't flex all the time, but it re-engages movement after 4.5 degrees. So when you push the button, it releases, and then once you get to it, you can kind of be flexing it, and it
Yeah.
won't lock as long as you don't take it to that 4.5 degree maximum. So it's an interesting design. Maybe you can also find it in a non-locking too, and just get a flex. But I highly recommend trying a Stallvilla at any regards, just for the shits and giggles. If you want to find something, uh, try something that's different. I know the Stallvilla is good. I will tell you this much: I have 100% faith. Like he just said, it's the Snap-on of Germany, and that's 100% true. Maybe you can.
Who do you think is a Snap-on of Japan? Koken?
I mean, honestly, Koken would be the Snap-on of Japan. Nipros would be the thing. Only reason I say that, and there's going to be a lot of people that are going to get offended by that, because the problem is that Nipros, in my opinion, is a really highly they are above Snap-on in some aspects as far as quality goes. Nipros is the finest tool manufacturer probably on the planet. They go so far. I mean, dude, they have ratchets that are $5,000. I mean,
Really?
yeah, dude. If you want to get into a wormhole,
insanely, their chrome process is like second to none.
hey, listen, if you want to get into a wormhole, dude, start looking up Nipros ratchets, and you'll see like they have wooden handle special edition ratchets.
Yeah, I saw those on JD Tico.
Yeah, 400 and $500, and then they have like walnut ratchet kits that are $5,000. I mean, it gets pretty serious.
That's nuts, dude. I couldn't imagine spending that much on a ratchet. Like even
That's why I say that they're above Snap-on. They're the Bugatti of tools.
right, apparently.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing about them is, and now
When they
are they?
send you
And
a
I don't
ratchet,
like.
they send you a ratchet and a box. This is their package. I mean, you're not going on a tool truck and grabbing it off top shelf for your
You
tool.
get a little Japanese masseuse with it when you buy like so many ratchets. It comes out, comes in like massage you.
It's like, oh, they went to Jared. It's just a 1/4 inch drive ratchet or 3/8 drive stubby. I mean, like the packaging alone is like insane.
15 hours a day. Just got home, which I was racing. Wow, dude. Pedo, you were just kicking ass. Turn around Valero refinery. Dude's burn it and making fuel. You are a hardworking son of a buck. Got a scanner listed today. CP is the only person you're seldom
They
wrong.
got them Wagyu grass-fed tools.
Hey, listen, don't give me that kind of. I'm wrong. I'm not freaking right all the time. I will not take it. Yes, exactly. There you go, dude. That's actually a per Fox and Fix It nailed it. They are Wagyu grass-fed tools. That they massage them, they feed them beer, let them listen to music. You know, they're just awesome. So, and there's nothing wrong with using Koken stuff or Nipro stuff as far as using it for work if you want to. I personally don't really like it, the feel of it for using it. Maybe the smaller stuff would be okay, but I just prefer the use of Kokens and Snap-ons. I like the look of the Nipros. I don't like the use of Nipros.
And I don't know. Do you prefer comfort grip ratchets or like instead of just bare metal or what?
Double-edged sword here. You're not gonna like my answer on this.
I was just curious what your preference is.
Well, so I only like comfort grip ratchets, and I remember who I was talking to one day I was like, I like knurled ratchets, the best. My hand. Yes, knurled. Okay. A good cannot beat a good knurled ratchet. Like the proper knurling on a ratchet cannot beat it. Like Koken has some amazing knurling. Snap-on, it's okay, but it's not aggressive enough.
Right.
Snap-on's definitely not aggressive enough.
But the reason why I like comfort grips is because shit gets cold here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And when you're working here, that grip reduces fatigue and your hands freezing. The older I get, the more sensitive my digits get.
Yeah, I just like it because usually when I'm using like a 1/2 inch or something, like it's we're taking off a bearing and our hands are covered in, PB blaster and grease or gloves, and it's just like I've tried to do it with like just slick ratchets and they just slide off. It's like,
Yeah. Well, and then that's just it. I agree with that 100% too. Is like why set yourself up for failure?
yeah,
Why not actually give yourself a ratchet that works? And knurling does a much better job of gripping than Comfort Grip does, but a good grip on a Comfort Grip will go a long ways. But at the end of the day, they get nasty, they get shitty, they get cut up, and then they look like garbage and they look like trash. Whereas a knurled ratchet, you can clean it off. You can't hardly mess up a knurled ratchet. Now the smooth ones, I don't believe in that. I think that shit's garbage. I don't like these smooth handled ratchets. That was tool companies cheaping out and ripping people off.
Yeah, 'cause the Snap-on one I have it's the hard handle, not the soft grip, but it's got the hard handle.
It's smooth.
Hard grip. Yeah, it's smooth, but like you can grab onto it though.
You feel like you get a good purchase on it?
Yeah. But I mean, when I use that one though, it's more like because it's kind of what it's designed for in like a really tight spot where you can't really, you're not really going to put a lot of torque on it anyway, just from the angle you're using it at.
That's
But actually, I use it whenever I can because I just like the way it feels.
Hey, there ain't nothing wrong with just good. There ain't nothing wrong with a man that likes to feel the good girth of a good shaft.
Right.
And none of you sick bastards out there take that the wrong way. Okay.
Where do I find such shafts?
So
yeah.
I think we're gonna wrap it up. Is Fluffy still on?
Yeah, he is. I was on there earlier, and then I had to put my kid to bed, and
right.
I want to see what you were up to.
Well, guess we should go over and raid his channel now, huh?
Yeah, I have actually have a link.
Fluffy raid.
I think we'll stream tonight.
Can't on YouTube now? Can't you guys, if you wanted to, couldn't you link your live streams now?
I don't know.
I think that was like forbidden, like since Ghostbusters. You don't cross the streams, bud.
No, I thought YouTube just changed it where you can link.
It's still like Ghostbusters. They don't want you to cross your streams.
But that might be like if you're streaming through YouTube and not StreamYard.
Yeah, I'm saying through YouTube. I heard that's a new feature that they can link streams though.
I don't know. Maybe we should we try it? No, I don't know how to do it. I don't know how I can do it.
He's not using YouTube to stream.
No, he's using StreamYard as well.
He's using StreamYard, so it's not going to work anyway. I just was wondering if you knew anything about the linking of the streams if you're going through YouTube.
Nah, no idea.
I don't know.
Maybe I'll ask my Mac guy, see what he's got, but because I like the guy, so I don't mind spending money with him.
Yeah, it's fine if he's got a good deal. I'm sure he might come. I'll keep this simple for you. If you are going to buy from the Mac head, watch which ones you buy. Tell them that you want 90 tooth only, because they do have these round headed ratchets, and they've had deals on them, and they might try to push you off them. Now, I don't know if they're bad, and they have a different kind of handle, and they're not terrible, but maybe ask him if you do buy it and you don't like it, you can bring it back, because but they had pretty good sales on them, and they were pretty decent price, but they're round head, and you got to like twist the head on them to switch them. You'll see when you get on his truck. They got a couple different designs.
Yeah, he was at the tool fair today or this week, so he wasn't around. But
yeah, I should ask him if he heard anything about CP the Tool Addict. I've gotten like 100 messages today about how I'm gonna. Oh yeah, for sure. Are you kidding?
I found out my godfather, who was a mechanic, but he used to be a Mac dealer back in the day, like in the 90s or 80s or something like that.
Really? Back when Nick was a dealer?
Yeah, well, this is in Southern California, but yeah.
Yeah, well, Nick might have known him. Nick was a dealer for 10 years, I think, when he was a Mac dealer.
Yeah.
So it's not uncommon.
Yeah, dude, that guy had so many tools. I just it was ridiculous. But anyway,
Well, dude, I'll tell you what. Finding those old deals. Did you see that garage sale I went to
no.
up there? So there's a video you have to look at. It was a garage sale. It was an ex-Matco dealer.
Oh
And
wow.
He had Cornwell, Mac, Matco, Snap-on, and the video is insane. I showed all the tools that were on there, and it was a great video. I did twice, but I ended up buying about $1,000 worth of tools for $200.
It's not bad.
When you find those deals, just like you said,
Yeah.
those guys had tons of tools. He made me look like a rookie.
Well, I think all his tools went to his son basically when he died, but his whole garage was just full of like tools.
Yep.
He had an old Maximizer cart, like the little one. It's really narrow. When I went over there last,
those were sweet. There's a lot of old Mac toolboxes that were pretty badass.
Yeah, it's not a very wide. It's not like a big chest or anything. Nope. It's just like the real narrow ones. It's got a little bit on top.
Well, you know what's funny is that up until pretty much probably I'd say middle 2000s, single bay chests were actually all guys used to have.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like 2-bay toolboxes when I was first, like 42-inch toolboxes were like a pretty decent sized toolbox for a guy. And then if you were really a badass, you got a 3-bay toolbox. And that was the big deal.
Right.
Like we got a 3-bay toolbox. But dude, then when people got Mr. Bigs, like everybody flipped the shit in like middle 2000s. And then of course they're ridiculous. Now they've blown clear up way past. And I'll be honest with you, I watch a lot of these toolbox tours, and I'm not going to lie to you. The one thing that I have never, and you'll never see it happen on my channel ever, is when I see these guys and they have a full drawer, and Dave's probably got one, but this is one thing that drove me nuts because everybody I've ever seen with a toolbox always has a full drawer of nuts and bolts. And I understand in a shop environment, I get it, but I'm like, I always had boxes. So I had a milk crate,
right.
And I had boxes.
I do not have a drawer full of nuts and bolts.
You know? Okay. I got
boxes, just like you said, sitting on shelves.
There's that one dude on YouTube.
Why am I going to fill a drawer up?
Yeah.
Dude, that's like literally putting $10,000. I don't know. It's a way. I seen a guy that worked at this speedy delivery place. And he had a Mr. Big, and he's like, "Yeah, I need to get a new toolbox."
I think Snap-on is going to stop making the Mr. Big, and I think Mac is going to stop making. Was it the Titan?
Yeah, because they're too big.
You can't move them. You can't move them.
You can't move them. You can't even fit them in. People taking up.
I'm saying, like, even getting it, even for them to get it to your shop is a chore.
Oh,
the length of them and going down the ramps.
Yeah,
and a lot of lift gates can't pick them up; they're too long for them. It's a hell of a chore to. You better buy 2 boxes that equal that one.
You know how much my buddy runs a tow truck here, and he charges those guys like $500 to move toolboxes. He makes a killing off of it.
Oh, so Mr. Big is like the whole thing with like the hutch and the.
Mr. Big is 144 inches long, so it's 12 foot long. Is that correct?
Jesus.
Right. But just think about it. Where do you have to have 12 foot of space on a wall?
No, right. 12 foot. Think about it. Trying to go up a ramp with 12 foot.
So it doesn't come in sections, like
no. It hits stuff in the middle when you're trying to like transport it from a shop
to
a
shop. That's why they're doing modular boxes now, like Max got the HD. Yeah. You buy all the pieces to it, and then obviously Snap-on's doing it too. Max is pretty much doing it. I mean, everybody's doing modulars now.
You could have a 300 foot or 300 inch long box with an Epic if you just keep adding on to it. But if you ever had to move it, there's parts you can disassemble. The Mr. Big is just 12 foot long.
Yeah, I thought it came in pieces and they put it together.
No. Same with the Titan. Those things are a son of a bitch to move.
Yeah, you couldn't even I don't even know how you would get that off a truck.
Trust me, you probably
come on a semi.
You could probably
it'd have to like on a flatbed.
You could probably YouTube delivery of one of them. It's very interesting.
Usually United delivers any box that's over 80, 90 inches.
Jeez.
Because, like, we have the United Moving Van Company here. It's not uncommon to go in there and see brand new toolboxes all over.
Yeah. One day I'll get one. I forgot to call the Matco guy about that. What was it we were talking about the other week? The Griswold roll card.
Oh yeah, I talked to my dealer.
Yeah.
We're gonna be good to go on that.
Oh yeah, I forgot to call the guy, and I was just like, I can't really drop the $1,000 right now, or however much it costs.
Well, if I can get a deal on it, I'm gonna do it. Just because I'm gonna put it in my basement for my gun cleaning stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't have any kids either, so I'm an asshole.
I don't have a basement.
Well, yeah, out there, that's like another
You
thing
don't
that's
have
common. California, Texas, a lot of the places are warmer, don't have basements.
It's too hard to dig down through the rock.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here I think it's it's basically earthquakes, but
well, not only that, the other thing is frost line. You guys don't have frost lines like we do. That's why we have basements, is because we dig below the frost line to keep lines from freezing. But we have houses that don't have basements. It's just people don't like it. They don't have a basement here, which is weird because then they flood. So it makes no sense. It's kind of an oxymoron. Buy a house, put a basement in it, and then it floods, and you're like, oh my God, you dug a hole in the ground. What did you expect? You made a swimming pool underneath your house.
I wonder how many of those Mr. Bigs they sell a year, man.
Enough.
I would assume not that many though.
Anyway, I gotta go. My wife's calling me. So
we're gonna jump off here. Head over and raid Fluffy. Good old Fluffy mechanic. All right, boys. You guys stay for coming on. Sergio, Dave, let's see you over in Fluffies. Later, fellas.
See you guys.
Oh, thanks everybody. Appreciate everybody that came in tonight too, by the way. Appreciate everybody to come on. You guys, super chats, all you guys who were awesome tonight. Not to just jump off here, but I love all you guys as always, man. So remember, like, comment, share, subscribe, ring that bell. Keep your hands dirty and your money clean. Thanks for watching.